Welcome back to the Double Wide Trailer. Let's see what we can get into this weekend. Morning, or whatever it is, whenever I post this, your time. I don't even know what this will be when I post this, my time. So good morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. I spent all of yesterday working outdoors. I've been spending most of my time working outdoors because my body's fighting against me, y'all. And if you saw my postagram over on my Instagram, if you saw my post over on Instagram, you know my body is fighting against me, but I've been fighting back, and I've been fighting back by getting my tail end outside on my almost 2.5 acres God has blessed me with. I got free roaming exercise out there, and I have been trying to combat my body's attack on me by attacking it. And the bushes and the trees and the vines and the pools and ivy and stuff are helping me do that. We're ganging up on my body. I even got headbutted by a goat the other day. It's team effort. It's team effort. That being said, I got a lot done yesterday, a lot of weeding and stuff, and today I need to really work inside. But all I want to do is cross stitch. I'm working on a piece of decor for the wall, and I'm so excited to get it done. But then I think, well, when I get it done, I'm only going to have to do more in order for it to look right, because I'm not just going to have one little cross-stitched picture on the left hand of a wall somewhere and leave it be for 8 months or however long it takes me to finish another one. So I really want to just cross-stitch, but not for the fact that I'm just loving cross-stitching, but more for the fact of I'm loving making like decor for my home. I'm loving this era I'm jumping right into of me thinking outside the box and me just doing what I want to. Like, does Pinterest approve of it? Probably not. Do I care? Definitely not. Is it something that would be on an HGTV ad? I don't even know what. My brain, even my brain's fighting against me. What was that? Is it something you would find on the cover of an HGTV magazine? Do they make those, or is it just TV show or TV program? I don't know. Probably not, but I've been loving making our home my own and doing funky different things that I wouldn't have ever done. So I kind of just want to make my house full of things that I make. Does that make sense? Like, I just want to knit everything. I don't know how to knit, but I just want to knit everything. I want to crochet a hand towel. Do I know how to crochet? I don't know how to crochet. What I do could be mildly called crocheting, but I do it with my hands because I can't get the daggone crochet needle to cooperate. My hands cooperate slightly more, so I've been crocheting with my fingers. Even my fingers fight against me. So I got a lot of stuff to do on the inside because I spent all day on the outside. The dilemma today is that I want to be here on the inside, but I don't want to do the things I need to do today. I want to be creative. So how am I going to combat that? We're going to reward ourselves like toddlers, because that's the way my brain thinks. So when I get something I need to get done, I can work on something creative for 30 minutes. And then after that 30 minutes, I'll go back, I'll do something that needs to get done, and I'll come back and work on something creative for 30 minutes. We're probably going to push 45 though. I don't even know where this video is going, but I know we're going to get to wherever we're getting to. So as my lovely, beautiful husband says, come on! I can't do it like him. Okay, so first thing I have to do before I can get into some fun DIY decor is I have to film a sponsor, and then, because I have a deadline today, and then I have to do some end of school year, wrapping up the year paperwork, and then I'll be able to sit down for 45 minutes and work on my little DIY decor piece I'm working on. That's not the only DIY decor I want to work on today. That's just the one I want to work on right now. I have other DIY decor I want to do outside of cross stitching, but right now I really want to get back to this piece I'm working on. Y'all ain't seeing this right now. Another thing on my to-do list before I can have some fun is get dinner started. So we're going to throw a roast in the crock pot and do some crock pottage today. I still hear stuff falling.
It's in the system, it's in our blood. You cannot keep me from looking for love. Don't wanna hide it, ain't gonna lie. I'm on the run till the day that I die. All we are is delicate people. Handle me with compassion and care. Yes, we all are delicate people. Whoa, I might be shaky, I might feel weak. My words may fail me when I try to speak.
Y'all know I'm always busy around here, so anything that makes my meal planning a little bit easier for me is a win. That's why I've been loving me some Butcher Box, baby. Butcher Box delivers high quality meat and seafood right to your door, and I love that I can customize exactly what goes into my box. So this guy gets everything he wants. It is grilling season around here, so this week for dinner we have had steaks on the grill, we've had grilled barbecue chicken on the grill, and then I threw a roast in the crock pot, and it was restaurant worthy, so good. They deliver the highest quality meat and seafood raised without antibiotics or added hormones to fuel your grilling season, making every weeknight meal or backyard cookout that much better. It's convenient because everything ships directly to my door with free shipping, and I can easily manage my deliveries online whenever I need to make a change. You can upgrade your grilling experience now and get $60 off of Butcher Box with my link or code fearfullycreated60. Plus free protein for a year for a limited time. A huge thank you to Butcher Box for sponsoring today's video. Duncan!
You know the feeling, well, join the club. Just keep on running, don't you ever give up. All we are is delicate people. Handle me with compassion and care. Yes, we all are delicate people.
Okay, so this is what we've got going on. This is what I cross stitch on my stand right here. I think it's a, what's it called? A Nerge, I think. This is the pattern I've been working on. I want to get up on my wall so fast. This is also y'all on a ravioli can. I want to get this done so fast though because I want to get this done quickly though because I want it up on the wall. It's so pretty. Duncan is, alright, be so for real. Be so for real, Duncan. I want to get it up on the wall because it's something different. It's something that I wouldn't normally put on the wall, and I just think it's so pretty. Now, it's not perfect. This is my first time doing a very large cross-stitch piece, so I've got areas here to the right that you can see that they are runners. My fabric has separated a little bit too much here where I've pulled the stitches too tight probably, and so it's not perfect, but it's coming on beautifully. And over here I got my pattern, I got my water because it's got to stay hydrated. And then over here I've got my pattern and I've got my iPad and my iPad pen, and I just take my iPad pen and I just mark off everywhere I've been so I don't lose my way in all this navy and dark blue colors because it's easy to get lost in the navy and the dark blue colors. You can see all these little lines here, the yellow, pale yellow lines. That's where I put my lines to tell myself I've already been there sort of thing. So I'm constantly looking over to my pattern, looking back to my piece to make sure I'm going back and forth and I'm not losing my spot, because there ain't nothing like miscounting after you've put like 100 stitches in and then you have to go and frog all the other things. And if you don't know what frogging is, it's where you have to rip threads you have stitched out, and the reason they call it frog is because you have to rip it. I like what they did there. So the area I'm going to work in while I have these next few minutes is this area right here. I want to get it filled in. Now, it would look like that would take me 10 minutes. Let me get Duncan off my lap so y'all ain't shaking everywhere. It would seem as if that would take me like 10 minutes, right? But it's definitely not going to take me 10 minutes. It's going to take me probably close to 2 hours to do just this missing area here. There's a lot of colors I have to switch out. I got to switch my threads several times. And it takes 3 times at least the amount of time you think it's going to take on a project. Literally, let's see how many hours I have on this project. I've been working on this project for a few weeks now. I've clocked a lot of time. I have been having a lot of insomnia, and so I have not been sleeping. Very minimally sleeping, and I go through times like that. Whenever you're roughing it through like unmedicated, medically diagnosed ADHD, your sleep cycle is insane, and then all the things that are going on within my body right now and my hormones, they're causing me not to sleep at all. So what do I do when I can't sleep? I pray. I talk to y'all in the comments. I get back to emails. Some of y'all have seen me email you at like 2 a.m. I've emailed you back at like 2 a.m. That's why I'm usually up sitting in my chair. Then I told you guys I cross stitch, read, and pray in. So that's usually what I'm doing. And thankfully, cross stitching has given me something else to do during that time, so I don't just stare at the wall and pray that sleep finds me. That being said, let me show you how many hours I've clocked in on this piece just within the past few weeks. I've got an app that tracks it and everything. That's how many hours I've clocked in on this piece so far, which just what y'all have seen of that piece. Hence the eye bags going wild these days. 17 sessions, 25 hours and 53 minutes. But it's fun over here right now. Mind you, this is what 25 hours and 53 minutes looks like. Now there is some border, some floral border that's tucked in behind at the top up here and at the bottom down here, but this is what 25 hours looks like. I am trying to teach myself two-handed stitching, and I'm very uncoordinated, so that probably definitely plays a part in the slow stitching. Okay, so you may hear my kiddos talking to their friends on their games. So I made a boo-boo here. I made my cross stitches go up that way instead of come down this way like I usually do. So I'm having to painstakingly go in because I don't want to frog this row. I want to... I'm going to go up under the stitches and take my fat needle here because I keep losing my little ones and I don't want to lose this one, and go up under the stitch I just made and then down into the opposite diagonal square to make my X's. I'm going to do this, and then I'll probably only get 3 more rows done before it's time to go back. Okay, so instead of working up here like I planned, I want to just run with this navy blue color. So I got a lot of this done over here, and I'm planning to today to try to get all of this color, which is the heart patterns on here. I want to get all of that done in this area. That way that color's done and I can move on to the next things. And if anybody doesn't know what that, you guys got threads stuck to you. If anybody doesn't know what those symbols are, it's just a symbol attached to a color of thread that you use in that particular area, just so you can easily follow the pattern. They do them in black and white and in color. I prefer the color just because usually the symbol is associated with the color that you need. I'm going to leave my stuff over there though because I got a lot of work to do, but I don't want to have to pull it out every time I reach for it. So let me list up the things I need to get done in this round before I can sit back down and have fun stitching. Alright, in this round I need to get the laundry transferred and folded. If I have any in the dryer, I can't remember if I did. I just had to refresh the laundry load I had in the washer because it was smelling a little farty. So I need to switch over and fold any laundry that I have going and do a new load of laundry. I also need to clean off my counters and wash them down real good because there are some sticky spots I laid my elbow in and got a little bit overstimulated by. And then I need to unload the dishwasher so that whoever's job it is to load the dishwasher next has a clean slate. My child, Colin! He is a hooting and a hollering. Teenagers. I don't mind him hooting and hollering. I don't want his voice to go out though. He's been doing that all day today. And it's like, bruh, you get your big mouth honest. You get it from your mama, but How is he not hoarse at this point? And how does his best friend still have eardrums? I'd like to know. Lord knows I love her to death. I talk to her. I send her messages all the time. But I just... How? Here lately, my getting ready for the day has just felt like moisturizer and a clean tail. But I decided to fix myself up today. I'm wearing these big wide pants from Big Wide. Oh my gosh. I see it coming. The comments are coming. Big wide leg pants. They are white pants, but big wide legged pants. I'm wearing these from Cider. I love them. They're so comfy. But you can't hardly tell that it's not a skirt. It looks like a skirt. Looks like I just donned my Sunday best to fold some laundry in my double wide today.
Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know. Dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Maybe forget about the consequences. Wherever we're going fast. On top of the world of our independence. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know. Dressing up as firefighters.
Ugh, it's poisonous. Tell I will never. Tell she still owes me an earth spray. Yeah, owes me an earth spray. In the arms of an angel, safe and peaceful. Oh, I'm still looking for that stupid.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know. Dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire.
Shane's got the living room tore apart because the kids and I saw a centipede when he was gone. When he got home, we told him about it, and he's like, Rena, those lay eggs really fast. Did y'all not find it? And I was like, no, we looked for it, but we couldn't find it. And so now he has the whole living room and all the couches tore apart because he's trying to find the centipede.
I know that the last thing she wants is that thing crawling across her.
I don't want that.
It just passes by. Hey, where do you guys keep the extra toilet paper?
Use a sock. I mean, it's dirty under there, but nothing. Okay, well, I thought so. Shane just moved this other one. I was about to brag on myself. It is what it is. While he's got like this, I'm gonna clean it up. So good thing is I'm getting under the couch clean. Bad thing is there's no centipede. But I told him it's unlikely he would find the centipede because he got home, we ate dinner, and chatted on the porch. Like, it's not gonna be here. Why are there so many socks down here?
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Oh, the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new, even if we stay in bed. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna now, 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter.
Okay, so it's the next day, and I made huge progress on my cross stitch picture. So I have a chunky knit blanket that I bought off of Amazon years ago. I wanted one so bad. I just thought they were beautiful. They're so expensive, in the hundreds of dollars, and I found one less than $100 on Amazon years ago. I was living in a trailer park whenever I got it, and it came and it was a baby blanket. And ever since I wanted an actual size chunky knit throw blanket, but I'm not going to pay those prices. And I'm not feeling like another baby blanket, so I already got one of them. I still got it. Now I want a cream colored one to go with my couch. My couch is very cream color, but I have things like this pillow right here that adds some pop of fun and color. I want to eventually embroider pillowcases, so I want to like do decorative pillowcases, and I want to embroider them like by hand, and so they'll be like unique and pretty and different and stuff, but that's for another time. Right now I really want a cream colored blanket, like throw blanket, chunky crochet knit style. I showed you guys my starter. I started on a green one, and I showed you guys that in a video a couple videos ago, probably maybe the last video, I don't know, they all run together. And a few of y'all have since told me that you want to see that process. So I'm going to start a new one, and I'm going to do a cream color blanket. Yesterday I focused on cross stitching all day. Today I want to focus on this DIY blanket I really want to do. Now Hobby Lobby does sell chunky like yarn, and they sell really pretty ones, but Mainstays sells them too. And the last blanket I started was the Hobby Lobby chunky yarn, and I think it's called That Word yarn. That's Chanel.
Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel. This is Chanel or Chanel. Shania Twain. Last round I went with green Hobby Lobby chunky yarn. This round I'm going with this cream color Mainstays chunky yarn. I don't know the color it is. Maybe Chanel is the color. Don't know, but it's this cream color. I've got 7, but I've lost 1. So I've got 6, and I'm just gonna make however big of a blanket I can make with these 6. It's not gonna be very long. We'll figure it out as we go, but I'll show you how I do it. I'm not a professional. There are plenty of people that do it better than me, but a lot of you guys were talking about my blanket start that I showed, so this is how I started my blanket start that I showed. And these are so fun and easy to make. So I wrap it around my fingers, and I leave a tail about this size. I take the rest of the yarn, and on the top of my hand, I pull it through to make a loop and tighten it up, and that loop is going to be attached to the yarn, all that's left of the yarn, and then on the other side it's going to have a tail like this, and that's going to be the start of my chain. Like if you're familiar with crocheting, it's literally just crocheting with your fingers. We take the hoop and we go through, we take the yarn through the hoop that we've made, and we just continue to do that. I do mine about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. My hoops are a little bit bigger because my fingers are a little bit chubbier. So I usually do like a 2 inch, 1.5 inches, something like that hoop, and then I just take the yarn that's connected to the yarn ball and I just loop it through and make a chain, and I'm going to do that the entire width of the blanket. Now I had planned to do just a throw blanket. My fingers got ahead of me though. My fingers don't listen. They march to the beat of their own drum, and they just kept going and going and going and going, and you'll see where that ends me up later. I end up having to move to the island because it's so large I can't even do nothing with it. I'm making a giant California King, I guess you could say, like the big California King beds size blanket apparently, and I did not know that. I didn't inform myself of that until I had already done it. I started this with the notion of, oh, it's going to be a cute little throw blanket. Nope. So I'm literally just bringing the yarn through the hoop that I made, as you can see here, and just creating a new hoop with it and doing the same thing. And that's making my first part of the blanket, which is the chain. This is going to be how wide the blanket is, not how long the blanket is. So I'm going to go really, really far, but I encourage you, if you do this, not to go very, very far. Not to go as far as I do. I'm definitely not a how-to channel, definitely not a do this DIY. It's just me fiddle farting around. But because of a lot of you, well, a few of you guys thought the blanket start I showed you in one of the last videos was really cool, that's why I'm doing this. So this is how I did mine, but there are plenty of people that do things like this on the internet, and they have, you know, in-depth tutorials, and I'm sure you could look up one of them. This is just how I did mine, and I literally just did a little chain loop through the entirety width of my blanket I wanted, which apparently I wanted a giant one. Wish I would have told myself that before I got started. But anyways, so once I get my chain done, this is the chain. Literally, it's as easy as just bringing you can see me bringing the yarn through the hoop and making a new hoop. And try my best to make each hoop, each loop thing you see me do there, the same size as the last one. And trying also to keep my chain flat so that there's no twisty turnies, because that'll make the next step of the process harder on me if it's not flat against the floor and if it's doing all sorts of twisty turnies. You can see I have a little bit of a turn and curve in my chain so far, but I try to make it as flat as possible so it doesn't get like that. See what I just did there? Yeah, wrong move. You do not want it to twist. Then once I get the chain done, if it's flat, it'll be super easy because you just take the last hoop, okay, and the last loop of your chain, you face it upwards, and then you start to bring the yarn through each top of each chain going back the way that you came. It's literally so easy. It might sound complicated, but it's really not. You just got to make sure that last chain, that last loop on your chain is facing upwards, because then we start moving up instead of side to side. And so the way that we do that is we just will then take the loop up, and then the next one, the next chain, the top of the chain here, right here, there's a area to put something. You see that? So we're going to move the yarn through those top sections one by one back the way that we came. So I've got my end loop facing up, and now I'm going to just take the yarn and go through the top stitch of the chain, and I'm going to continue to do that throughout the entirety of going back the way that we came. And I'm going to try to make them all the same size so we don't have varying different sizes. They need to be all about the same size. I made mine a little bigger than what normal people make theirs, but that's just because I like to work, and like my fingers, they're stubby, and I'm not really good with like tight stitches and stuff, so I always tend to stitch or do anything loosely. That way I can fix my mistakes better. This is how we're bringing up the yarn through the top stitch of the chain and moving it upwards. We've already done the side to side. We're done with it. Now we're bringing that yarn up through the top chain, and we're going to just go back the way we came. And then when we get to that end, we're going to face the loop up again and do the same thing back the other way and do the same exact motion until we get it as tall as we want it. However tall you make it is going to be like the length of the blanket. So like the side to side that I did, how wide it is, that's going to be how wide my blanket is. Now, if you flip it around, it can be tall, you know, it can be different. It can be how your chain can be how tall it is if you want to do just a short ways up, but it'll be a really skinny blanket. So the width is usually the initial chain and then going up and stitching upwards throughout those loops you're creating through the top stitch of the chain, then the top yarn piece of the chain, then that's how you get it to be how long you want it. I'm probably going to make my width my length and just switch it all because my width is so long. So I probably will not go as big moving upwards, but I could make it a huge one if I want to. Shoot, I can make it like curtains. Oh my gosh, crocheted curtains. Is that a thing? I need to look into that. Is that a thing? That sounds like so trendy.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine?
It's not going to be very long. I ran out of yarn. I need a lot more yarn. So I'm just taking a piece of this yarn ball that you guys just saw, and I'm going to run this piece of yarn through all these loops just so none of them fall out, and I'm going to tie it off. And when I get more yarn, I might do a two-tone. I might do like this cream and a chocolate brown together in this blanket and do like a two-toned blanket. That's looking really pretty in my head. But I'm just running a piece throughout the loops. That way none of the loops fall out before I can get some more yarn into this thing, because right now we're going to have to tie this off and wrap it up. It's already huge, but she's tall and skinny. She looks tall and skinny. She's really, really wide and not, you know, tall at all. But because the way I made her, she's tall and skinny looking. So we need to do I think maybe two-toned, maybe three-toned. We might do like a big chunk of cream and then some green and some brown. We might do that instead. I'm going to work on some stitches because today is Sunday and it is my just figure out what I want to do, day creative sort of thing. I want to be productive, but I want to be like productive in like a DIY way. So I'm going to work on embroidery, and it's something I have no experience in, zero experience in embroidery, but you guys have said that it's fairly easy to pick up basic skills. Now, I know embroidery is very difficult. One of you guys embroidered me hand towels, and I still just I just rub those stitches and like look at them and be like, wow, because it's just insane. It's absolutely insane. You literally hand embroidered a wiener dog on a hand towel, and it just blows my mind. You did words and everything, and I'm so impressed by that. I want to be that way. I want to be able to make things like that. So I'm going to practice. Right now I'm working on a really weird stitch where you do a stitch and then you like bring it down, and then you hold the hoop to the side and you come back up through the middle of the stitch. And I'm following a manual for this because this is a kit to kind of teach you beginner embroidery skills. So I'm following a kit and learning stitches that way. But I'd love to have this finished and put it on the wall for some decor. Embroidery seems to go faster than cross stitching. Surprisingly, you would think cross stitching doesn't take any time at all. People say that all the time, but when they get into cross stitching, they're like, holy moly, it's time consuming. It is very time consuming. But the amount I did embroidery wise seemed to go so much faster than what I do cross stitching wise. Don't know why. Don't know if it's because cross stitching takes a lot of counting and switching out threads and so forth and so on. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or if it's just cross stitching has smaller squares and you're filling in squares. I don't know, but this does seem to go faster than cross stitching for me anyway. These basic stitches, I don't know about the more intricate stitches. I haven't got there yet, but so far it seems to go faster, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not great at it. I made a mess on the back a little bit, but for a beginner piece, I have 3 pieces that came in my beginner kit to work on, and I think I'll be able to see my progress as I stitch, and as I get further along, we might be able to see some progress in real time on my pieces. Like, you'll be able to see half the piece looks like kindergarten did it, half of it looks like an adult did it maybe. I love you. So what did we get done this weekend? This is the update on the embroidery. It's not a lot, but it's a lot for me because I was worried. I didn't really know what I was doing. So there's a fly buzz around that's driving me crazy. I'm about to just haul off and smack it. I've never done embroidery before, so I'm having to learn all the stitches, and I have a little manual that came with this kit that I got online, and I've been going off of the manual and then going in between videos and trying to figure out all the different stitches, like the French knot and stuff like this. And this is the first stitch that I worked on. It's not perfect, but it does look pretty neat. I mean, I think once it's all done, you'll be able to kind of see the progress as I progress. I think that you'll be able to see the progress, but this is so far what I've got going on embroidery wise by the end of this weekend. Now, this is the progress I made on the cross stitching project. This is not a weekend project. I haven't been just working on this weekend. I've been working on it several weeks, I told you guys. But what I did get done is this area right here and the metallics, which is a nightmare to work with. Oh my gosh. But I got little metallic stars put in here, and I got a lot of this area right here done, and I got the bunny area right here done. So that, quite a bit of progress this weekend. I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. I am doing this as a stitch along with a friend, so I can't get ahead of myself. I can't get ahead of her. We're trying to go at the same space because she's also like a more experienced stitcher than I am. So when we get to the point where we have to go, that was a toilet lid. When we get to the point where we have to go back in and do back stitching, because this one requires not only cross stitching, but it requires to go in and do some line stitching and back stitching and French knots and stuff. She's going to help me with that and kind of guide me in doing all that, because I don't really know what I'm doing in that department. I've never done that before. So this one, I hurried and got caught up with her, but I can't surpass her because we are doing it together. So hopefully we'll get this done quickly though, because I really want to get this up on the wall. I'll show you real quick where I'm at with my other cross stitching projects. I didn't work on them this weekend. I do have to work on them this week though, because it's for the 250th anniversary, so I want to get that done at least by the end of July, not by July 4th, but by the end of July. And then also one of them is for my mama, so I need to get that done before her birthday, and I want to frame it and everything. So we do have to work on these coming up this week, and I won't be working on this as much, probably only on, I think we set days Tuesdays and Thursdays, because we were one day. She was doing 1 day a week. I was doing a bunch of days a week in order to catch up with her. But she's only stitching on this 1 day a week. And now that I'm caught up to her, I think we're moving to 2 days a week. So hopefully 2 days a week, I'll have this done in no time. I'm hoping anyway. So I'll be working on this for 2 days this week. And then I'll be working on my other projects the other days of the week to try to get those done as quickly as possible. Like, I'm loving the process of it, but it takes patience, and I'm finding myself just wanting it done now so I can hang it up, because I am doing it solely for gifts and decor right now. I love the decor aspect of it, making my own decor. So I love cross stitching as a hobby. I've loved it for a while now, but I'm really finding myself like urging myself to do it more often so I can get more decor done. I keep my pieces in these project bags. So this one is the It Is Well With My Soul for my mom's birthday. Let me pull this one out. So with this one, this is our progress on it so far. Still haven't taken out the back stitches that I did here. I don't know if I will or not. I don't know if I want to outline this whole word with that or if I want to leave it. But I do need to finish these flowers, and then I want to do something around the border too to tie it all together. But this is the progress I got done on it. I need to finish it this week. And then this is the progress I have with my America 250 piece. It's quite a large piece. Am I going to get it done by the end of July? If I had said by July 4th, I'd have been like, girl, no, ain't no way. By the end of July, if I prioritize it during July, I think I'll be able to get it finished. I am doing this with thick stitches, six strand stitches, which is something you don't usually do in cross stitching, even if you do have the wide Ada. Sorry, my nails. It's the press-ons. They're destroying them. I'm trying to let them grow out to grow out the destroyed parts. If that works like that, I don't know. But I messed up and I got the wrong thread, and I'd done that at a stitch store. So instead of going back and, being an inconvenience for the person who owns the thrift store and having to go back out of town, because I went out of town, it's like an hour away, and have to go back and take all of it back and return it and refund it and stuff like that. I just decided to work with it because I do have pretty large, I think this is 16 count Ada, 14 or 16 count Ada, which is pretty large. I'm able to make it work, but it is crowded, and it feels night and day compared to this one, because I'm only doing 2 strands with this one. So that one is a smaller count cloth though than this one. So it's bunched up and it's crowded, but it does look so good. I do love the fuller coverage that the more strands gives me, and it just kind of feels 3D. It kind of feels like a crossover between cross stitch and embroidery. And so I don't know why my hands are modeling. I don't know. There's a scar I got from my brother and a lighter when I was like 12. Fun times, fun times. Y'all hold me accountable and remind me to stay on it if you don't mind in the comments. Just be like, Marina, are you on your America 250 project? Because I really want to get it done. I won't be able to hang it up for summer this year because I'm also going to be working on some fall pieces soon, so that maybe I could have some fall pieces up in time and some winter pieces. I'm going to try to work ahead of the seasons, if that makes sense. So during the summer, work on fall. During the fall, work on winter. It might be backwards, and I might end up not liking that. I might want to work in the season with a seasonal project of that season. So I might want to work on winter projects in winter and fall projects in fall. I don't know, but I would like to do it ahead of time. That way, I have something to have this year, because next year I'll have tons of cross stitching pieces and embroidered pieces and homemade decor that I'm making, stitched and everything, but I want to have it now. So will this hang up all year round? I don't know. I probably will while I'm proud of it, but then I'd like to tuck it away and use it for seasonal decor and then pass it down to my kids, because America 250 is a big deal. I mean, that's a lot of years, and that'll be a big timestamp in the future. When people look back, they'll remember that, and if they have something like this, they'll be like, wow, my grandma, she was born in the 1900s. That's what they'll be saying. A huge thank you for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much, and just the fact that you are here for everything I do, decor-wise, DIY-wise, makeover-wise, day in the life-wise. I love that you give me the freedom and you allow me to do the things that I love, and I love you guys. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all in the next one.